Hey there, garden lovers! Thinking about setting up a drip irrigation system? That's an awesome move. Seriously. It's one of the smartest, most efficient ways to keep your plants happy while saving time, energy, and water. No more dragging hoses around or forgetting to water on hot days. If it sounds a little intimidating at first, don't worry. I've got you covered. This guide is made just for beginners, and by the end, you'll see just how easy and rewarding drip irrigation can be. I've broken this down into 4 simple parts, so that even if you're just starting out, you'll feel confident by the end of this video. In the first part, we'll go over all the essential components you need to begin, from the faucet to the filter, pressure regulator, and timer. In the second part, we'll walk through how to set up the main tubing that distributes water across your garden. The third part, we'll focus on installing emitters and smaller branch lines to target your plants with precision. And in the final part, we'll cover how to water container gardens and show you the finishing touches to wrap up your drip system, including how to close, maintain, and winterize it properly. Let's get started. Part 1. What you need to get started. In the first part, let's talk about the simple tools you need to kick things off. It all starts right at your faucet. No complicated setup, just a few smart add-ons. First, you'll attach a filter to keep out dirt and prevent clogs. Right after that comes up a pressure regulator, which lowers your water pressure to a gentle, plant-safe level, perfect for drip systems. Next up is an optional but super handy timer that takes care of watering for you, even when you forget. Finally, everything connects to your drip tubing with a basic hose connector. The best part? All of these pieces just screw together, like regular garden hose attachments. If you've ever connected a hose before, you've already got the skills to start your drip system. Part 2. Setting up the main tubing. Now, in Part 2, we'll lay out the main tubing, which forms the backbone of your drip irrigation system. Most systems use half-inch tubing to carry water throughout the garden. You just lay it down along your beds or rows. If needed, you can dig a shallow trench with a trowel to keep it tidy and secure it with hold-down stakes. Got curves or turns in your garden? No problem. Use elbows to turn corners or tees to branch off into other areas. And when you need to make a cut, a simple pair of scissors, pruners, or even a utility knife will do the trick. If the tubing feels too stiff, dip it in hot water for a few seconds. It'll soften right up and slide onto the fittings easily. Tighten the fittings, and you're good to go. Part 3. Adding emitters and branch lines. Part 3 is all about adding emitters and smaller branch lines, which deliver water exactly where your plants need it. First, you'll use a hole punch to make a small hole in your main tubing. Then, pop in an emitter. That's it. If you accidentally place a hole in the wrong spot, don't worry. Just grab a goof plug and seal it up. Want a more flexible setup? Try using 1/4 inch tubing with built-in emitters spaced every 6 or 12 inches. You connect it just like before. Punch a hole in the main line. Insert a barbed connector and attach your 1/4 inch tubing. Then you can weave it around your plants, securing it with stakes. If a plant needs more water, wrap the tubing around it a couple of times. If it needs less, place the tubing farther away. Easy and adjustable. Part 4. Special setups, container gardens, and finishing touches. In the final part, let's look at container gardens and finishing touches. Containers can be the trickiest to water manually, but drip irrigation makes it simple. Start by taking a plain piece of 1/4 inch tubing without emitters, connect it to the main line, and run it through the drainage hole at the bottom of your pot. After filling the pot with soil, connect that plain tubing to emitter tubing and wrap it around the edge of the container, about an inch in from the side. Hold it down with stakes, and your potted plants will be watered automatically along with everything else. To close the system, you've got 2 easy options. One is using a screw-on end cap, which also lets you drain the line at the end of the season. The other is a figure 8 fitting. Just bend the tubing, slide one end of the figure 8 over the hose, loop the bend, and slide the other end on. At the end of the season, just take it off and drain. The only other maintenance? Bring your filter and timer indoors during winter. That's it. As you can see, drip irrigation really is as easy as it sounds. With just a few basic parts and a little time, you can have your whole garden watering itself. No more dragging hoses around, no more wasted water. Just efficient, stress-free gardening. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what you're growing this season in the comments below. Happy gardening!